Hi, we're going to work on book 4, lesson 9 today. So draw a line between the who, the did, what, where, and add-on phrase. Create one real sentence and one silly sentence. So as a reminder, your student has learned 3-syllable words today. There are no new syllable division rules, but they can apply everything that they've learned up until this point. So we'll do a couple examples on how to divide these words, okay? So incessant is probably a word that most students wouldn't know. So I'll start with that one. So what your student is going to do is they're going to mark their 3 vowels in here. 3 vowels means that we're going to have 3 syllables, okay? So we have an I and an E, and in between we have a C, an N, and a C. Your student will know that that needs to be divided right there. Okay, now we have an E and an A. Whenever you see double letters, we're generally going to divide those as well. Now we've got a closed syllable, which is short, another closed syllable, which is short, and then this is going to be schwa, so it's going to say ugh. So we have incessant and incessant crybaby. We'll try that again. Eccentric is the word I'm going to work on. So again, I'm going to start by marking my 3 vowels. 1, 2, 3. 3 vowels, 3 syllables. Okay, I have an E and an E. In between that, I have 2 C's. I'm going to split those. I have an E and an I. I have an N, a T, and an R. That's 3 letters in between. Generally, when we have 3 letters in between, we do a 1-2 split, and that's exactly, oh, hello. That's exactly what we're going to do on this one as well. So now we've got a closed syllable, ek, a closed syllable, sen. See, next to the E is going to say s, and then trick, another closed syllable. Eccentric, an eccentric man. So they should be reading the who phrases, the did what, the where, and the add-ons, and making a sentence, a real sentence and a silly sentence, okay? So this is also another good time to work on some vocabulary. So if your student doesn't know what incessant or eccentric means, it's a really good time to talk about that and make some sentences that would make sense there. Okay, extra practice number 4. Change the order of the syllables to create a real word. Okay, so I'll just go through and do how it should be. This is going to be potato, elastic, 70, abdomen, fantastic, majesty. And then this one, Atlantic, it's always nice to point out like, oh, you should know that at is at the beginning because it's a capital letter. Sort of reinforces some of those grammar rules too. And for the last one, only one word inside will turn this into a real sentence. Underline that word, then read the sentence. So the athletic acrobat was an occupant of Manhattan. A fantastic octopus did inhabit the Atlantic. The freshman did not comprehend our calculus class. The frantic principal sent a telegram to Jessica. Mr. Winston put some cilantro on his sandwich. And we got into the Cadillac and went to Wisconsin. Again, your student has just gone from 2-syllable words to 3-syllable words. So while these words might not seem more harder in the beginning, they actually are, they actually might need to work through these and really lean on their syllable division, which is exactly what we want. We do not want your student to be guessing, and then getting lucky. We want your student in control of these words. So that means find your vowels, divide them up, understand what kind of syllable it is, opened or closed. So I will do a word that's tricky like calculus. This is one that always trips kids up. Okay, this is not one that they're super familiar with. So again, I'm going to mark my vowels. I've got my A and my U. I need to divide between here. There's 2 in between. I'm going to divide there. Now I'm going to look at my next set of vowels, the U and the U. We always start by pushing this to the back. So our first syllable will be closed, cal. My second syllable will be open, Q. And the last syllable will be closed again, lus, calculus, calculus. Okay, so hopefully that goes pretty well. Let me know if you have any questions. The next thing we're going to do is look at the fluency. And again, nothing different than what we've been doing, except they are longer and they have an extra syllable. So this will be a combination of both compound words like belly button, compound word, 2 words squished together that mean one thing, and regular old 3-syllable words. Here's a good one that trips kids up sometimes, hibiscus. So again, I'm going to start the same way, mark my vowels, all right? I have an I and an I. I'm going to push the B to the back. We always start that way by pushing it to the back. It's going to work 70% of the time. We have an I and a U. We're going to split these in the middle. Okay, now we've got an open I, hi, bis, cuss, hibiscus. Here's another one that trips kids up, epoxy. Okay, so we're going to mark our vowels. 1, 2, 3. We have an E and an O. We push the P to the back. This becomes an open E. We have an O and a Y. We're going to try and push that to the back. Okay, that would become an open O. Now we have epoxy, epoxy. That is not a real word. So we are going to have to play around with this one a little bit and see if we can figure out what needs to happen. And in this one, we need to move that over there. Close this off, and now we've got epoxy, epoxy, and that's how it should look when it's decoded. So we have real words, and then these are also going to be real words here. So we're going to do the same thing on this page. Obviously, the only thing that matters is accuracy. I do not care about speed yet. You can certainly get to speed after you have achieved accuracy. Again, this is a critical lesson in where we are looking to break the guessing habit. We do not ever want these kids to feel out of control with these words. We want these kids to feel like they know exactly what to do when they come across a word they haven't seen before. This is what they've been working for. This is not, your student should not be guess, guess, guess. If they are guess, 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 then only work on 6 words at a time and really work on that until you get really good comprehension and really good fluency with those words. Otherwise, we're not making progress. We have to stop and we've got to go back and we need to bring it under control so that they feel like these words are back in their control and they have all the skills they need to decode these. So please take this lesson slow and really enforce accuracy over speed. Speed will come after accuracy. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.